How are you feeling, bitch-chan? I heard from across the dinner table. Much better, thank you, Lyato. Reiji visited me with some medicine, which was greatly appreciated, making eye contact with the man in question. I see. It's just that I was walking past your room and was hearing some very desperate whimpers. When I went to ask Ragey to check on you, I could not find him anywhere. Your name had a fever. Stop being so repulsive as Ragey said this. I felt his fingers trace my thigh and snake into my increasingly lubricating inner core. I imagine Shin with a and I get him pregnant, so he has my babies and saves his own race. I cannot lie, I desperately want Yuma to rail me. I know he's really big and it would hurt a bit. Definitely need time to adjust. I wanna watch Shu and Reiji. I want to have a threesome with Shin and Caleb from Love and Deep Space so badly. Ayato and Lyato eat for their own pleasure. OMG, my god. I would ask Azusa Makami if I could kick him in his and being the masochistic that he is, I'm guessing that he would say probably yes, and mod way of me brutally kicking his balak, I would then roughly grab his and then when he's crying in actual pain, I would comfort him like a baby, like literally I would hold him and comfort and talk to him like I was his loving, kind, nurturing mother and he was a baby that got hurt, and Zu was comforting him as I slowly caress his and then would keep him in his room as I finally told him that I have a big crush on him and that I would honestly give him a Kino seems like a guy that reads smut books to get inspiration, specifically dark romance. I love you so much, she's such an airheaded cutie. I wanna protect her, but at the same time I want to watch her get by all of the Diaboys, yes, including Karl-Heinz. Is that normal? LMAO. I want Subaru to my with 4 fingers. Ayato would definitely want me to ride his face, and I think that's so sexy of him. I would want Lyato to go down on me while watching Nosferatu. I want to have really rough and good stuff with Kanado and him just being so cruel to me about how I'm a whore and it's my fault while I can't even think straight in AM, just enjoying every single second of his inside me. Okay, hear me out. Threesome with Yui and Ryuko Matoi from Kill la Kill. I would totally Karl-Heinz in front of the Saka Ma keys. I hate how nobody talks about the Saka Ma keys ass cheeks. Like I'm 100% sure they would have a massive ass. It would be so fun and hot at the same time. If they had a wife, WHO would them would be so fun. I just know their ass would jiggle while they get clapped, except Kanado, I hate him. Basically the movie Challengers, but with Ayato and Caleb from Love and Deep Space. Sometimes I wonder how it's like to Subaru in a coffin. I need Reiji to do anything he wants with me, literally, like if you want to poison me, that's okay. Please Reiji, I need you. I'll be your lab rat for your experiments, but please I need you. Truly desperate to get railed by Yuma and Shu while they talk me through it. Over stim and praise. I have the worst fantasies of being stalked by Lyato. Being noticed by this unbearably charismatic monster. Trying to ignore him and ACT boring to get him to leave me alone. But he sees right through it and just starts stalking me harder. Finding all the things I do with my time. All my social connections, falling apart due to his machinations. Just for him to appear and offer comfort. Realizing there is no choice. Falling into his arms because there is nowhere left to run. I imagine Shu me roughly in the chimney. If I was Cordelia, I'd start an OnlyFans. I fantasize a lot about riding Yuma's big cock. I want Kanado's teddy bear to be brought to life and snuggle into my like a good bear. You watch as Ruki slowly raises himself up from your considering your panting figure with dark eyes. Everything I do, you'll enjoy. I can see right through everything. So don't try to be dishonest. Even if it's dirty, or sinful, you'll want it, because it's me. He mutters before kissing you with the very same mouth that had just been inside your He even brushes his tongue against yours, forcing you to taste yourself. Now, beg me for more. He mutters quietly, smirking a little. I want Kanado to me while I wear Cordelia's old clothes. You know what seems like a great ride? Yuma. I'd ride him all day long. I accidentally called my boy, Lyato, while having sex. It was a huge turn off for him and he left me there, really needy of a dick. So I started listening to Lyato's moan and put the toy in my It was even better than this brat. Call me weird, but one of my ultimate fantasies involves a very blood and sex deprived Yuma and a basic female function, menstruation. Just the thought of Yuma hungrily going down on me and sucking the nutrient-rich blood from my most intimate of areas is enough to throw me over the edge. But then the rough sex that comes after he's had his fill is all the more mind-blowing. I think UE should peg all the Dia boys at this point.
We were so close! So close!